You ever wonder about how to store your carrots during the wintertime? I think I've got a great solution for you today. Hey guys, welcome back to another Slightly Rednecked video. Again, my name's Chris, and if you're not familiar with this channel, I help you to produce your own meat, eggs, and vegetables from your backyard, your balcony, your deck, your garage, or even a spare room in your house if that's the way you want to do it. And I've got something kind of cool today to share with you. And that's how I stored my carrots, kind of accidentally actually, for the wintertime. I planted this bed. This is just a raised bed I put together. You guys may have seen the video. I originally planned it to be a self-watering bed. Didn't work out too well because the liner I put in leaked. I need to get a better liner. So I'll redo that at some point and I'll film that whenever I do it. So if you guys were wondering how that held up, the self-watering part didn't hold up, but the bed itself is still working really well. So I decided to plant carrots in here. I always plant carrots in a raised container or a box or a container of some kind because our soil here is so rocky, you just can't hardly grow carrots in the ground. They hit rocks and they split off and they go all kinds of weird ways. And this bed did decent with carrots. It grew some decent carrots in here. What happened though is I didn't harvest them all whenever winter hit. We just didn't need to use the carrots at that point. So I just kind of left them out here. I was kind of lazy. And the winter hit, we got some hard freezes. Now, of course, we're not nearly as cold as some of those, far northern climates you guys may live in. So this may or may not work well in your area, but we've had snow. We had, hard freezes. I mean, it's been cold. This morning there was ice on the windshields and, it's been cold. It's been down below freezing most nights for the past month. And even well before that. And of course, when the cold hit, all the carrots died off. The tops just died, turned brown, fell over, and cut them all off. But now I come out here and I'm noticing, I'll bring you in close here in a second, they're actually starting to sprout back up and start growing. So I thought, well, are they still good? These carrots have been sitting in the ground here, since they got planted in the fall. And now it's, this is January, actually almost February. This will be the first week of February next week. So all winter long, they've been just sitting here below freezing temperatures. Everything died off, but some of them are starting to sprout back up. And you can see the tops of some of these. My dog thought this was a little playground, so he got in here and dug a little bit, and he dug some of them up, and they're just laying on the top here. But I want to show you something kind of cool. Let me bring you in close. Okay, I know you can't see me necessarily, but you can see the bed here. And again, I told you my dog has got in here. Well, he did this a long time ago. I think he's kind of learned now to stay away from it. But I got these carrots laying on top here. Some of them have been dug up. They're all turned sideways, but I just left them in here. I was just kind of lazy. But you know what? I go digging these out of the ground and pull them up. That carrot's still good. There's not a thing wrong with that carrot. It's still a good carrot. Even this one here, this one's a little squishy where it was uncovered at the top. And I'd probably throw this one out. I'm going to, but it really wasn't that bad. Here's another one that was dug up and it's still fine. That one's still fine. Nothing wrong with it. There's another one that's all turned sideways. Still a good carrot. Not a thing wrong with it. And like I said, I've got, carrots growing here. I got the tops exposed, but these are fine. There's nothing wrong with that carrot. Perfectly fine. They've been sitting here all winter long in the freezing conditions and they're stored just perfectly fine. I don't know if maybe I'm the only one that's surprised by this. I've grown carrots a few times. Honestly, I'm not an expert on carrot growing. I've never, done huge harvests of carrots. I've just kind of grown some to have on hand for soups and stocks and things. But I've always pulled them out of the ground or out of the container that they were growing in as soon as winter hit, thinking, oh, they're going to die off. Pulled them off, tried to use them, store them up the best I could until they went bad. But heck, this is great. This is so convenient. Just leave them in the ground. Pull them out whenever you need them. I knew they could handle a little bit of frost, but I had no idea that they would store so well. Even after the vegetation has died off the tops of them, they're still fine. As long as they were under the ground, as long as they weren't just completely on top of the ground exposed, they're doing just fine. Not a problem one with them. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys today. Probably I don't know, maybe it's something you guys already knew. I was not aware of that. I didn't know they would hold up so well. So like I said, I thought I would share with you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, God bless.